right, hello once again, Jeff Scott from Jeff Teaches Programming, and the time has come for us to come in and start creating our JavaScript for the payroll, the first version of the payroll application. So right now we've got the HTML done, I think. We've got the CSS done, I think. But if we run it, it doesn't do anything, and it doesn't really look all that good either, but we'll see what happens with that in just a bit. Okay, so let's do a file, open file, JS script, and again, there's nothing in there. All right. Well, let's start by creating some some variables. How about that? Now we're putting everything into one file here. What we'll do later is we'll break this up into multiple files, and hopefully you'll see why that's a better thing. All right, so how about the accumulators? All right, we'll let total hourly employee gross pays equals zero. We'll let total piece worker employee, how about we leave the employee out, how about just total hourly gross pays, total piece worker gross pays equals 0. Let total commission gross pays equals 0, and let total salaried gross pays equals 0. All right. Now I want to show you something real quick here, and hopefully I won't have egg on my face. All right, the primary difference between const and let is reassignability. A variable declared with let can be updated later, while a variable created with const must be initialized immediately and cannot be reassigned a new value. Okay? Well, that is true. Basically, it is. All right. So as we know, these are going to change throughout every time you add a new employee. All right. So let's put in some other variables. All right, that'll give us our employee type. And the last one is going to be the biggest as far as the number of letters in the variable. One more. All right. Oh, I forgot the salary input. Okay. Okay. So again, if we take a look at this and we look at the stuff that's here, all right, so let's run this. Okay, I'm going to leave it up here like this, and I'm also going to try to put this up here, but collapse it down. Okay, so what do we have here? Where are you? There you are. Okay, so the employee type is right here. The hours worked is going to be there. The hourly rate is going to be there. The pieces made and the price per piece. The commission amount and the commission percentage. And the salary. So that's everything. So if you look, we've got what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 variables. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 variables. All right, just so you can kind of see what here goes with what. Okay. Now, we're going to have entire field sets. In other words, remember that when we do this, if it's a salaried employee, we don't want any of these to show. This is in one field set, this is in a field set, this is in a field set, this is in a field set. All right? So, those field sets do have names. I believe that's what we call them. We'll just do this. All right, so we've got an hourly field set. We've got a piece worker field set. We've got a commission worker field set. we've got a salary field set. And if you're confused as to what those are, again, there's the hourly fields with the stuff that's in there. There's the piece worker fields with the stuff that's in there. There's the commission fields with the stuff that's in there. And there's the salaried fields with the stuff that's in there. All right? Now, what we want to do is we'd like to be able to hide all of these field sets at one time, as opposed to having to do each one individually. But if we want to hide them all at once, the easiest way to do this is to create what's called an array. So we'll call this all field sets, and we'll set it equal to an array. All right, and in that array, we'll put each one of these. We call that salary. Should be salaried. Okay. Now, did we have to do it like that? No. But it was kind of easier to do it like that. Okay. So here we'll have our buttons. What do we call those? Let's just make sure we got the right names. Okay. We don't need that one. BTN calculate, BTN clear, BTN show totals. I think we have one for the modal too. Oops. So there's 3. Close modal button. Boy, I wish I had been more consistent here. Since I call the other ones BTN, this should be BTN close modal. All right. So that means everywhere in here, okay, I guess that's it. Hopefully that'll be it. All right, let's just bring these back to here or so. Let's look better. We need the ones for our result area. I guess we can put stuff here. Let's see, accumulators. How about input variables? That's not input. These would be the field set variables. This would be a field set array. These will be the buttons. What else do we have here? We need our result area variables. Finally, we will need our totals variables in just a minute. First, let's put these in. Lighten these up a bit, I guess. Doesn't look bad. Just going to do it like this. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of these. All right. Oops. So this was total modal, not totals modal. Then we'll have total hourly. And finally our grand total. So that was the first part. All right. Let's see where we are for time here. All right, we're at 21 minutes, so I'll stop it right here. We haven't done anything except created a boatload of variables here. All right. So So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to start to create some functions. All right. Now, I didn't put comments here, and hopefully I use names that are good enough in comments telling what kind of variables they are, that made sense. Okay, I'll be back shortly.